I'm Steve Bellavia, the product manager for cabbage at Johnny's Selected Seeds, and today we're here to talk about Kaitlin sauerkraut cabbage. Kaitlin was bred especially for kraut and therefore has a very high dry matter content. And by high dry matter content, we mean that it has less moisture or water than a typical fresh market cabbage. What that means is when you make kraut, you'll get a bigger yield from the same amount of weight of a kraut cabbage versus a fresh market cabbage. The trade-off, however, is that kraut cabbages aren't as good eating for fresh eating. So basically, if you want to make sauerkraut, grow Kaitlin. If you want to eat your storage cabbage, grow one of the other varieties such as Promise or Storage Number 4. So here's a Kaitlin head fresh out of storage, and you can see the leaves are pretty brown. If we take a few layers of leaves off, then we have a nice head ready to make sauerkraut. These heads here have been in storage for several months. Kaitlin's a good mid-term storage variety. You can see the outer leaves are brown now, but the inner leaves are still white. The heads average around 8 to 12 pounds. And they have a nice creamy interior, which makes for really nice sauerkraut. So growing tips for Kaitlin, we recommend transplanting the seedlings 24 inches apart to get maximum head size for maximum sauerkraut production. Cabbages store best when they mature just before fall temperatures drop to around 25 degrees Fahrenheit. At our research farm in Maine, this means we start the seedlings in mid-June, transplant them in late July, and harvest the heads in mid-October. You can adjust your dates based on your local conditions. If you're unsure of when to sow the seeds in your area, you can consult your local cooperative extension agent for guidance. And then a few storage tips. Cabbages store very well into early spring or even later under optimal conditions of 32 to 36 degrees Fahrenheit and a relative humidity of at least 90%. If you don't have these conditions, don't worry, you can store them in a root cellar or other cool and humid areas. I live in an old house with an old-fashioned dirt floor cellar where the temperature often is in the mid to high 40s, and my cabbages still store well into early spring. Thank you for your time, and whether you're growing kraut cabbages for your own kraut or you're growing to sell at market, we wish you the best of luck.